Hello students, today I am going to continue with the exercises of the poem My Books, and I am going to teach you simile. Now what is a simile? A word or a group of words that compares one thing to something else using the words like or as is called a simile. Means it's either a word or a group of words which is used to compare one thing to something else, and we are using the word like or as to compare it. Then it's called a simile. For example, each book is like a city street. Here each book is compared to a city street and we have used the word like. So it's a simile. Now, what do you mean by a metaphor? A word or a group of words that says one thing is something else and not just like it. It is called a metaphor. Means, for example, the books are the homes of queens and fairies. Here we are saying that the books are the homes of queens and fairies. We have not used the word like or as. So this is an example of a metaphor. Now similes and metaphors, they are poetic devices. Poet uses these devices to make the poetry more interesting, and it creates pictures and images in the minds of the readers so that they understand it in a better way. Now coming to the exercises on page number 29, identify comparisons in these lines, underline the similes and circle the metaphor. So we will underline the similes and circle the metaphor. In the first sentence, the paintbrush was like a magic wand. We will underline this, the paintbrush was like a magic wand, and write simile, because here the paintbrush is compared to a magic wand and word like is used. In the second sentence, my sister is a walking dictionary. You will circle it and write metaphor. Here the word like or as is not used, and here sister is compared to a walking dictionary. So it's a metaphor. Third sentence, I am as free as a bird. Underline it and write simile, because it's again comparison is made by using the word as. Number 4 sentence, he is a night owl. Circle it and write metaphor. The last sentence, you are my sunshine. Circle it and write metaphor. Now coming to exercise 2. Use a simile and metaphor to write descriptive sentences for each of the pictures given below. Means 4 pictures are given below and we have to write 2 sentences. First one simile and the second one metaphor. 2a. The music was as loud as a thunderstorm. It's a simile over here because the music is compared to a thunderstorm and the word as is used. Second one, the music was thunderstorm to our ears. It's a metaphor. Coming to number B, the suitcase is as heavy as a ton of bricks. Simile means here the suitcase is compared to a ton of bricks and the word as and as is used to show the comparison. So this is a simile over here. Second sentence, the suitcase was a ton of bricks. It's a metaphor. Means the suitcase was like a ton of bricks, but the word like or as is not used over here. And it's a metaphor. Number C. The ice cream is as sweet as honey. Simile. The ice cream is honey is a metaphor. Number D, the athlete ran like a cheetah and won the race. It's a simile because the athlete is compared to a cheetah. Last one, she was a bolt of lightning on the track. It's a metaphor. So I hope, children, you must have understood similes and metaphors properly. And now the homework is, you will write down the definition of simile and metaphor in your literature copy, as well as exercise on page 29, number 2. These sentences also you will write down in your literature copy.